Hello, welcome back to my channel. So I thought that today I would do a reading update. I'm trying to start doing updates on Friday so I can encapsulate all of my reading from Saturday to Friday every week. And so I thought I would do sort of an update, just show what I have been reading last week and what my reading plans are for the weekend and the upcoming week. So first off, last week I started with a short story by Edgar Allan Poe. I went with the Telltale Heart. I actually read this one out loud on my channel, which was a lot of fun. And I'm thinking I might try to do at least one more read aloud of a Poe short story. I might even try two more before the month is over. I'm not sure though. It's a lot of fun to do them, and they don't take a whole lot of prep work. Obviously, it's just reading them. And so I think most likely, if I do my time management correctly, I should be able to get two more read, which I think would be a lot of fun. So I started just with a short story, just something to really ease into my reading week. And then the next, the first book that I read this week was off of my Victober TBR, and that was Kate Williams' Becoming Queen Victoria, which was absolutely fantastic. I really, really enjoyed this one. It has a lot of information on Princess Charlotte, which is great because it's hard to find a lot of information about her. And so this goes into a lot of great detail into Princess Charlotte's life and the dynamic that she had within the royal family. Shockingly, it does not actually have a whole lot about Queen Victoria. We follow the very young Victoria up until her ascension to the throne, but then the book ends right after her marriage to Albert, and so we don't get a whole lot, certainly not as much as you would with a typical Queen Victoria biography. So I feel that this one really is best for illuminating life facts about Princess Charlotte versus really shining any new light on Queen Victoria herself. So after that one, then I read Julia Baird's Victoria the Queen. And this one, I'm trying to get the glare out of there, and this one was absolutely fantastic. It's quite a bit larger than Becoming Queen Victoria. Becoming Queen Victoria is right under 300 pages, and Victoria the Queen is, I think, right under 600. So there's just a lot more time for Julia Baird to present the subject to us. And I really, really found the perspective of Victoria the Queen to be very refreshing, certainly a very intimate look into Queen Victoria's life. And this is a full cradle-to-grave biography, which is fantastic. The only slight issue that I had with this one was actually not with the portrayal of Victoria, which I thought was excellent, but with the handling of Prince Albert. I felt that he wasn't given really a fair estimation in Julia Baird's in her view. I felt that he was maybe cut short a little bit, but obviously it's not a Prince Albert biography. It's a Queen Victoria biography. I did just feel that maybe he was slightly slighted towards the end of this book by the author, but again, it's not a Prince Albert biography, it's a Queen Victoria biography, and so for being a Queen Victoria biography, it was excellent, and I would certainly recommend it. So then after that, I switched, came back across the pond for a book about Thomas Jefferson. This is Christopher Hitchens' Thomas Jefferson, Author of America, and I apologize, the cover here is getting spliced off, so you can't read the full thing there. But this was excellent. It's short. It's 188 pages, and it's really just Hitchenson's sort of summation of the contribution that Thomas Jefferson made to the United States. So it is not it's not a biography of Thomas Jefferson at all. It's a very brief overview of his professional accomplishments, but it is excellent. It is written very engagingly. It's short enough that you can take it in one sitting, and it does not require you to have a knowledge of Thomas Jefferson beyond simply that he was a founding father of the United States of America. If you come to the table knowing that much, you will learn the rest that you need to know. And certainly with the length that the book is, you're not getting an entire you're not getting all of the contribution that Jefferson made, but you're getting the highlights And Christopher Hitchens also has just a lot of interesting anecdotes to add to the conversation, and obviously his writing is fantastic. And I apologize if you hear that noise. I believe it's the garage door being lifted below me here. And then after finishing Thomas Jefferson, author of America, I started reading The Accidental Presidents by Jared Cohen, right here on my Kindle. This is fabulous. This is a look at the vice presidents who then had to take on the mantle of president after the president either died in office or was assassinated. So very, very interesting. I'm currently finishing up the Coolidge presidency, which he took over after President Harding died. And then I am continuing on with Middlemarch by George Eliot. I'm trying to get the glare here. This is part of a read-along that is being hosted by Greg at Another Bibliophile Reads and Sean D. Standfast that I am taking part in. I am somewhat behind. I did not get as much read in it as I needed to, so hopefully this week I'll be able to get caught up with that. And then Steve Donahue, Mark at Booktime with Elvis, and myself are doing a read aloud of Bram Stoker's Dracula. Mark is sick this week, and so Steve and I are taking every other chapter instead of every third chapter until he is feeling better and well enough to join us again. But I will be publishing my video of chapter 13 today, actually, and then Steve will go tomorrow, and we'll just trade off until Mark is feeling better to join us again. And so Dracula will be going the rest of the month, as will Middlemarch. I'm hoping to finish The Accidental Presidents today. That would be my goal. I have just about 100 pages left, so I'll finish this in my reading today, and then hopefully be able to start into my weekend reading, my reading for next week. I believe that is going to be Elizabeth Gaskell's Wives and Daughters. That is the last book that is on my Victober TBR. Aside from Middlemarch, that I can finish quickly. Middlemarch is over the entire month of October. And so I would love to finish my Victober TBR because I have a couple books that I am going to add in and make a new Victober TBR for the rest of the month because I came across some titles that looked really interesting. Two of them I showed in my previous a library haul that I did. So I'm thinking about sort of bulking up my Victober TBR. So I want to finish the original TBR so then I can make some amendments and add a couple new titles. So that is it for this reading update. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Feel free to leave a comment down below if you would like, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.